Welcome to Football Scientific. I'm Aaron Sauter, writer for Last Word on Sports. I cover the Buffalo Bills and the NFL. Also, I write for CFLNewsHub.com. I cover the Hamilton Tiger Cats at the CFL. Also on Football Scientific, we cover the UFL, the IFL, and the NAL. Some arena football action there. Today I'm joined by my guest host, Tyler the Tiger. Tyler the Tiger, you're ready to go? What's up with the hair? I guess you're keeping that look, aren't you? Yep, I'm keeping the look. Mad scientist hair, you know? Football Scientific. That's pretty crazy. Okay, well, do what you gotta do, I guess, and let's have a great show. Today we're just gonna go over the CFL results from week 18, and we're going to do power rankings for CFL, and then we're gonna talk about some IFL signings, some big things happening in IFL. So we're gonna check it out, okay? So that's the show, and I'm Tyler the Tiger. CFL. Damn. Alright, here we go. That got a little weird. Okay, week 18 results in the CFL. The Saskatchewan Roughriders traveled to Ottawa Redblacks. Saskatchewan had lost 2 games in a row after they had clinched their playoff spot. They kind of needed to get it together. So they faced Ottawa Redblacks, who had already started trading some of their best players. They kind of shut down for the year. I think Redblacks are accepting their fate. That it's over, Rover. Boom. Saskatchewan came out. Trevor Harris threw for 341 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions. 56 rushing yards were gained by the Rough Riders. They had 1 touchdown on the ground, 1 fumble. AJ Uyet, he had 1 touchdown, and they had much of the 56 yards rushing. Pretty good day for Saskatchewan. They had 1 sack on defense. Outer Redblacks came out, and Drew Brown for the Outer Redblacks came out and threw for 240 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. Dustin Crum, Drew Brown didn't get the 1 interception. He got the 3 interceptions, and Dustin Crum got the 1 touchdown. So probably some of those 240 yards were Dustin Crum's. Either way, it's kind of a bad game all over for the Redblacks. They had a chance in this game, though. Redblacks did run the ball for 49 yards, 0 touchdowns. 0 fumbles. They had 3 sacks, so they did show up to play, but they just didn't win at home. So Saskatchewan's 11-4, definitely locking down the West Division. Ottawa is out of the playoff run. Okay, but they already knew that. Hamilton Tiger Cats trying to bounce back from that 4-3 loss to Winnipeg last week. Traveling to BMO Field to take on the Toronto Argonauts. The battle of the QBW. This was a mini tiebreaker. The Sioux won the series. For the Tiger Cats, Bo Levi Mitchell came out and had 320 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. Not a bad day. They had 95 rushing yards, a touchdown, a fumble. Much of that was from Greg Bell. And they had 9 quarterback sacks. That's crazy. The pass rush is fired up for Hamilton right now. They need that. That's awesome. Toronto came out, and Jarrett Doege, even though Nick Arbuckle said he was questionable, he was available. Jarrett Doege came out and threw for 323 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Ouch. He's getting sacked 9 times, so he's probably running for his life. They also ran the ball for 54 rushing yards, which is more than usual. They had 0 touchdowns, 1 fumble, 2 sacks. So actually Toronto played a little better on the running game than I thought they would. But Hamilton gets Toronto back for the Labor Day Classic nightmare where they stole the game from us, and Hamilton got the win. That's good. Boom. Last game of week 18, Calgary Stampeders traveled to BC Lions. Calgary was 8-6. BC Lions were 8-7. They're fighting over second place in the West. I had to break down. Well, Calgary came out. Vernon Adams Jr. came out and threw for 303 passing yards. Pretty good day. 2 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. Ouch. They ran the ball for 126 rushing yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 fumbles. Pretty good running day. They had 3 quarterback sacks. One of those, they traded for the Ottawa Redblacks rusher, Molden the 4th. BC Lions, Nathan Rourke had 414 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Better day than Vernon Adams Jr. They had 106 rushing yards, 1 touchdown, 0 fumbles. Zach Horvath had the majority of those rushing yards. And they had 6 quarterback sacks. So a lot of pressure for the BC Lions against Calgary Stampeders. That's pretty good, especially against a mobile quarterback like Vernon Adams Jr. BC won the game 38-24. Okay, so that's pretty much what I expected it to. I picked all 3 of those winners. So that's pretty good. That leads us to our CFL Week 18 Power Rankings. To clarify, it's the Power Rankings after Week 18. Okay, boom. So, number 1, Saskatchewan Roughriders, 11-4, best record in the league. I've clinched the West Division. They're getting ready for the playoffs. Okay, they got just a few games left as they close in on the playoffs. Saskatchewan Roughriders number 1 in the CFL. Number 2, I had the BC Lions jump up to number 2. They played well against Calgary, and Calgary's beating Winnipeg and Saskatchewan. Winnipeg's beating Hamilton. Blah 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 blah. BC Lions also got a win against Montreal, so I mean they're pretty good, and I think they're better than Hamilton right now. But I mean it's not the playoffs. You only got to be good. Hamilton's only got to be better than the West Coast teams one time, and that's in the Grey Cup. And that's how it goes. That's how it's been going for the East. East has been they've won 3 straight Grey Cups the same way. They're the better team in the Grey Cup game. Number 3, I got the Hamilton Tiger Cats. They're 10-6. They clinched the playoff spot, of course, and now they're one step closer, 1 game win away from clinching the East Division. BC Lions clinched their playoff spot. I'm not sure if I mentioned that, but they have clinched the playoff spot. Number 4, Montreal Alouettes. They picked up a win. Nope, they picked a win last week. They had a bye week, and they clinched their playoff spot with Calgary getting defeated and Toronto getting defeated. So they put Montreal in the playoffs officially. Number 5, Winnipeg Blue Bombers did not play. They're 8-7. They're the leading candidate for 3rd place, although right now I think they'd be a crossover team technically. Number 6, Calgary Stampeders played the Tiger Cats next. They're 8-7. They're crash landing. They're crashing. Hope they continue that crash against Hamilton, and we can get that East Division sewed up. Number 7, Edmonton Elks, just underwhelming, 6-9, better than expected, not good. They have a chance, outside chance for the playoffs still. They win out, and Winnipeg and Calgary lose out. They have a chance, so we'll see. Number 8, if they lose another game, they're out, though. Number 8, Toronto Argonauts are 5-11, out. They got beat by Hamilton. It was very nice by Hamilton to knock out Toronto Argonauts, so that's awesome. And number 9, Ottawa Red Blacks are out. They're 4-11. It's over, Robert. They're going to have to finish the season, but I don't think they really are that excited about that. Then there were some signings in the CFL to start the week. Saskatchewan Roughriders signed American defensive back Nafis Lyon. Winnipeg Blue Bombers signed American offensive lineman Sebastian Perez. Edmonton Elks signed American wide receiver Justin McGriff, who used to play for Hamilton. And they signed American defensive back Gavin Holmes. And Calgary Stampeders signed American defensive lineman Salvio Frazier. And they moved to the same injured list National offensive lineman Radim Brown. So we get ready for Week 19. Okay. In the IFL, I mentioned some big-time signings. So in the IFL, Arizona Rattlers signed a 2025 IFL MVP from Green Bay. Quarterback Max Meylor is going to the Arizona Rattlers. That's huge. That guy made it to the IFL National Championship game with a Green Bay Blizzard. They came up short, but now he's going to Arizona. I think they'll win it next year. Quad City Steamrollers re-signed defensive back Malik Duncan, and they re-signed defensive lineman, Keyshawn Moore. So it looks like, Quad City's restacking. Green Bay's been a lot different team with a change of quarterback, so they might have missed their window when I buy for the National Championship. So that's the show for tonight. NFL's playing right now, Monday Night Football. We have Kansas City and Jacksonville playing in that Monday Night Football game. We'll review the NFL probably tomorrow and do our AFC and NFC Power Rankings. If I get a chance to break that stuff down, and we'll see what happens from there. Okay, so that's Football Scientific, a short win tonight. Monday Night Football CFL edition. So CFL Power Rankings. We'll see how it goes. Make sure check out Last Word on Sports. Okay, especially the Buffalo Bills site. Check out CFLNewsHub.com. Keep hitting it. Keep reading it. Let's keep it going. And then share the video, like the video, and subscribe to the channel. We keep adding subscribers, so it's been going really well. We're going to keep on making episodes and adding things up. I think I'm going to do a college football power rankings first week in November, I think. Depends on when I get around to it. See, the thing about college football, they don't play a standard schedule like the NFL does, or CFL, or IFL, or anyone FL. So it's hard to get a read on the power rankings until we get into the season a little bit. So I always thought like preseason rankings were a waste of time. So for college football in particular. So we're just letting it play out a little bit, and then like we'll make some power rankings. And probably make weekly power rankings after the first week of November. Very similar to the college football playoff rankings, how they do that. So I think it's a good system. All right, so that is Football Scientific, and the portal is now closed. Boop, 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 boop.